look so good.
Thank you for such a warm welcome, and thank you so much, Vikram, for bringing me on this magnificent Maleficent. And thank you all, members of the media and the press, for being here with us this afternoon, and ready to roll. Let's throw it open to you.
Ready to roll, that's great. What we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of chairs on the stage and we're going to sit down and I'm going to get to ask you all of these fantastical questions because honestly, this is one of my favorite stories. And you are one of my favorite women. So how amazing is it that we actually get to sit down and chat? So while we wait for that, let me ask you said कि आपने अब तक सिर्फ मेरा प्यार देखा है, मेरा गुस्सा नहीं देखा. जिन्होंने देखा उन्होंने क्या कहा है आज तक?
Watch the movie and discover. You just get to hear it.
Oh my God.
We leave it to Bikram to figure out when they get to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Vikram, I think this is a master stroke. Let me start off with that. Can I please ask you first off, while we take our seats, you could have gone another way, but you went this way. Please, thank you so much. I never thought I'll get to use my Maleficent outfit, but today here I am. So thank you for that. Vikram, let's start off by asking you, I would have her on everything that I would produce, right? But for Maleficent, this is a bit of a masterstroke because we don't associate her with anything, traditionally evil. How did that come about? Tell us where that came from.
So, I was just telling Aishwarya backstage that it came about in a Monday morning meeting that we were doing in office. It is. Okay. And we said that who is the best person to play Maleficent as we want to scale it up for a wider audience in Hindi. Correct. And the only name which came was Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Wow. Everybody unanimously agreed. And we also agreed, I was telling her backstage, that if she said no, we would probably not gone with anyone else. Oh, wow. Because really important for us, as you would have seen in films that we have released, whether it's Aladdin or Lion King, it's really important that the person who's playing it embodies it. Sure. So at least in our minds, we thought she embodies it perfectly with the poise and the grace and the, just being able to have that steely command.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And that's how it came about.
You said that if she said no, you wouldn't do it.
I had no idea about that little detail.
In our mind, we pretty much lock, and we've been lucky so far that whoever we have thought of playing that role has A, been a Disney fan, yes, and B, has agreed to do it. Correct. Because these films are crafted almost to perfection.
Thank you for that. Ash, when they came to you and said that you'd have to do this, what was the thought process? Were you already excited about the franchise itself? Because you have to be a fangirl of Maleficent anyway, right?
There's a lot to say on this. Firstly, and none of you would know this. Nobody would know this. Firstly, yes. I mean, in terms of Disney movies, I think everybody has always felt such a strong connect to the entire library. I mean, I know probably some of you will have the question, your favorite, and I'm already telling you that's a tough one to ever pick, or almost impossible, because we've all grown up watching Disney movies, and then you revisit it again with family, and that's the main theme always. It's Disney's signature, that there's always, every member in the audience will find some kind of connect with their library of movies. And then when it came to Maleficent, yes, obviously I was familiar with the character, with the story, as a kid and as a mother. With Sleeping Beauty, actually. And with Maleficent, I always found it, I had not seen the movie for so many years. And I was there in Cannes when it came, and I remember seeing all the promotions, and I thought, wow, for Angelina to choose to do this, and she's a mother of kids, and I thought it was so interesting that one took on to tell the story from the perspective of Maleficent, which is different, and even for Disney to do that, because all of us growing up have never discovered the perspective of the other characters, and especially of what might be perceived as the anti-hero, or the evil queen, or the godmother. You never know what, why, how, and why the character ticks the way that it does, or plays out the way he or she does. And so in the week off, I don't know, you guys had a Monday morning and I had a Monday evening that we don't know. So on the Monday evening, which was a long weekend, suddenly I was like, Aradhya, chalo, let's just watch this movie. And we haven't seen it, so let's see it. So guess what? I actually saw Maleficent on that Monday. And then it was so bizarre. I received the mail on Wednesday. It all happened really quickly from your end and us. So on the Wednesday, I'm taking Aradhya to bed and I'm like, am I reading right? I mean, I'm getting an inquiry for Maleficent. And I'm like, I've just seen the movie. And so Bikram, confessing to you, strangely, I took that as a sign. I mean, I was just like, this is really weird. For me, I have to see it, and then they have to call and ask for it. And then again, we weren't sure if we'd be able to work our schedules in, so it was just a matter of a day back and forth. And then again, 24 hours later, this window of time opened up, and we managed to just nail it between us. And I was like, it's just meant to be. And yeah, so I followed the meant to be and did it and glad on it and enjoyed the experience. It made us all smile.
I mean, to me, it's like, honestly, two of my favorite universes colliding. All right, so that's pretty great. You spoke about localization and how you've made an extra effort. What do you think that journey has been for Maleficent itself? What do you aim for this film to do?
Yeah, as I was speaking when I came on the stage earlier, that's one of the most important things for us is that we believe these films are great. We believe that as Aishwarya was saying, every member of the family can enjoy this film and enjoys the film and has enjoyed for many, many years, decades. Disney films are all about upliftment and about positivity. Then we looked at these films, we said, hey, these films are so great. We think they're great. Lots of people think they're great. Why can't many more Indians enjoy it? Millions of Indians enjoy it. And therein came about the thought that let's put more effort into making these films more relatable to somebody who wants to watch it in Tamil, somebody who wants to watch it in Hindi, somebody who wants to watch it in Telugu, and who knows tomorrow which language. He should not be able to watch a great Disney film just because comprehension is coming before entertainment. And then we went about looking at it in the best possible way, which is to induct the best writers, the best musicians, the best lyricists, the best singers, as you've seen across these films, and of course, the best and the most apt voice actors. Because it's such a technical thing to do voice acting, as she can vouch for. And then for Maleficent, as I told you, it happened fairly quickly, but we were very keen that we go not only deep, but we go wide, especially in Hindi. And we think it's a story. Once we saw the film, we realized it's a story that can be enjoyed across India. It's fairly simple. It's got a visually spectacular. It has got fairies, and it's got a world of Moors. The kingdom where it is set is fictional, but looks visually brilliant. And we thought many more million people should enjoy it, and that's the motivation.
That's amazing. And because you spoke about localizing, I'm going to ask you the next question in Hindi, because, I'm really missing, talking in Hindi right now. Dubbing, aapne kaha, bahut hi technical, art hai. And I would like to ask you, this is something that is not the usual, make up hair, go in and do your, shot. तो ये कितना मुश्किल था आपके लिए या कितना आसान था? क्या सीखा आपने?
सर बहुत मुश्किल और आसान, लेकिन हाँ पहली बार मैंने ये अनुभव किया है कि मैं अपने ही जो किरदार मैंने खुद निभाया है स्क्रीन पे उसका मैं डबिंग नहीं कर रही थी और किसी दूसरे आर्टिस्ट के काम पर मैं डबिंग कर रही हूँ. ये पहली बार मेरे लिए ये अनुभव रहा है और I must say it was I actually got into it completely, and that's another reason, because I'm such a committed professional. It isn't about just exploring an opportunity. It's about believing that you're going to enjoy doing it and give your all to it. So we had to do this really quickly in a short window of time because I was traveling the week after. So technically to get the work in, I had to see it. I had to believe in the character that I'm going to be essaying because it was still about acting out the part. Because it's not, a voiceover is not just going and mouthing lines. It's about actually, enacting, even within the walls of a dark room and with a mic in front of you, you're actually enacting a part. So this was the first time that I was acting out a character and portraying a character that I had not actually acted in front of the camera for. that was so unique. And then again, what a magnificent character and movie to do that too. It was easy to actually fall into the experience of it and lend to doing the job committedly on my part and hopefully well for all of them.
No, I love it because for some reason, and this is why I feel, a little disadvantaged, I never saw it. I never saw how both of you had those green eyes. Both of you have those gorgeous, cheekbones. Both of you. So, let me ask you your thoughts. Angelina Jolie, power woman, right?
So endearing and warming to my heart that the moment the announcement came out, the number of well-wishers and, fans all over the world of the character and of us individually and collectively, it was so heartwarming, the number of people who expressed that they kind of could see the synergy. There were sketches. There are some people who proclaimed that they made the sketches earlier, a year ago. So to all of you who have sent me all these visuals and these notes, it's to all of you through the media right now that I'd like to say a heartfelt thank you and reciprocate the appreciation and the love right back. And hope you all go and watch this and enjoy this as much as I had essaying the character as well.
You spoke about fans, you spoke about followers, you spoke about friends. Let's speak about family for a second. You said you saw the film with Aradhya, and then 2 days later, of course, you got this email. And then when you went back, when you told her that this was happening, what was her reaction like? We'd love to know.
So sweet. She's my kid, so she's like, "Oh, you're playing Maleficent." I'm like, I'm dubbing for it. But yes, through that, because obviously in her world, you're going to go out there and you're going to be essaying the character. She's like, oh my God. And, she really enjoyed the first part, as I'm sure she will the second, the sequel. Obviously, she didn't get to see it because I saw it as I would as a person coming on board and doing my job. So I will show her the sequel, but she did enjoy the first part.
As I said, I'm just fangirling and sitting on the stage and hogging your time. So I'm going to, throw the floor open to questions from my friends from the media. Thank you so much for being so patient. If you have a question, you can raise your hand and we'll bring a mic to you. Thank you. So you can raise your hand. We'll bring a mic to you. I just said that. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Bachchan, and this is Sandeep from Free Press Journal.
Hello, Sandeep.
Did you have to work in any way to get the right accent of the character and the Angelina Jolie kind of diction?
It was very interesting, like I said, because pehli baar I was doing a character that I haven't acted. So it was a collaborative way to approach it because it isn't individual. See, when you're the actor, then you work with your director already on set, so you kind of know where and how you want to play your character, right? And then if it's not a sing-sound film, when you go to a dubbing, or even a sing-sound, when you go to do your dubbing, you will decide on the way you want to essay that particular scene because you have enacted it. But this time being a first, that I was going to be performing, albeit definitely the voice, but I was doing voiceover for a role enacted by another actor. And then we were changing it we were changing the language, right? So we're going to be saying lines in Hindi. We're going to be addressing the Hindi viewing audience, people who would go through this journey with those sentiments. So it was a collaborative effort on arriving at how to say the lines. So interesting tha, क्योंकि Maleficent का भी character, when you watch her and you listen to her, and now because you're doing voiceover, you're really listening. Even Angelina has played her in a different, slightly theatrical manner. So there's a theatrical manner to the way she says her lines because of her physicality, the way she, when you see the way she's created a character, she's put teeth in, so that makes her speak a certain way. So you've got to find that together. And with the dialogue writer, Mayur has written the Hindi dialogues, Mayur Puri. And then there was Aniket and Eliza there at dubbing. So together, we kind of arrived at it. So the first day, we kind of did it like a match, almost like the way she had done it. And then we revisited some scenes to also tweak it and change it. Because kabhi-kabhi, when you say it in Angrezi, it's different. And so the same tune nahi de sakte. in the way you say the Hindi lines. So you've got to tweak it and change it. So the entire exercise was very interesting and new. And yeah, we enjoyed it because एक होता है भावनाएं जो हमारे हैं, the emotions that are there in a lot of scenes, and this is a classic story as well. So there is a lot of classic, I can't reveal it all, a lot of classic emotions that get addressed in the drama of it. And so the lines can be written that way. So you can play it out in a typical way that we as Indians emote, and yet you have to find the balance between the way you say a lot of lines, the way Maleficent would say it in the given scenario. So it was a fun exercise. It was creatively enriching, I must say.
Ma'am, you are a big Hollywood star yourself. Would you have liked to do the role of Angelina
I'm
Jolie?
an actor from India, working largely in the Indian film industry, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's wonderful when you get to essay all kind of characters. And I've had a great journey with all the directors I've worked with so far. And if Disney wants to come up with ideas yet with us, you're most welcome. A lot of the artists, technicians are always happy to collaborate and create characters that could be this engaging and this relatable. And yeah, the journey would be fun. The experience would be fun.
Ash, this side.
Is that you? See, the light glare hai, so I can see someone standing.
You're standing.
Towards your left.
Oh, that
Okay.
side. Okay, hi.
Hi.
Yeah,
Ash,
great.
how many days
Hi.
did it take dubbing?
Very quickly, actually. I finished it very quickly. They required just a couple of hours over 3 days, and we finished it well within that. Luckily. So that was good, yeah. At the outset, you were like thinking, oh my God, because like I said, I was traveling, so the window of time, so you already jumped right into it. And then there was a day that they had committed to filming this. So that's the window that needed to come in that particular week. And yeah, we were able to accomplish it.
Given a chance, if any of your film is being dubbed, would you like to see dubbing on your face?
Sorry?
Given a chance, if any of your film is dubbed by someone else, would you prefer
Well, I
it?
have experienced that in the South, no?
Yeah.
Because even though, during Ravanan, again, time was of essence. We did decide, actually, Mani and me thought that I would get into dubbing even my Tamil version since I was mouthing the lines. I was able to do half of it and then I had to travel again for some, I think I was going to Cannes or there was something on and I had to travel immediately. So we didn't have the time to continue it. And then, of course, we went ahead with getting it dubbed, and they've done a terrific job. So I have experienced an actor in another language, and I'll call them actors because they have to be able to act a part as well, and they've done a terrific job, conveying what I have on set and on celluloid. It's been wonderful. I have seen that in my Tamil movies.
What's your takeaway of Mistress of Evil?
Actually, I did even in Chokirbali. Sorry, what do you say?
What is your takeaway of Mistress of Evil,
That the audience will have to decide what they need to take away from it. I think the beauty of the title of a fairy tale or an epic drama is to evoke precisely this, that the reader of a book or the viewer of a movie has to want to discover and wonder why a movie has been titled as it has been, and it's for them on viewing to take away from it.
Thank you for that.
It evokes curiosity,
Yeah.
so I think mission accomplished.
Okay, I think there was a question here. Hi. Yes.
Hi Aishwarya, this is Ravi from ABP News.
Hi, Ravi.
ऐश्वर्या, आपने अपने करियर की शुरुआत मणिरत्नम के साथ की थी
जी।
और अभी कुछ महीने पहले खबर आई थी कि मणिरत्नम के साथ वापस काम करने जा रही हैं।
जी।
उस फिल्म के बारे में क्या बता सकती हैं, और इसी से जुड़ा एक सब्सिक्वेंट क्वेश्चन भी है, मैं बाद में पूछता हूँ।
आप पहले पूछ ही लीजिए क्योंकि मैं उस फिल्म से जुड़ा और कुछ नहीं कहूँगी यहाँ पर क्योंकि मैंने हमेशा कहा है, अभी इतने सालों से तो हम इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में, तो मैंने हमेशा कहा है कि खूबसूरती ये है कि आप फिल्म आकर देखें जब रेडी हो और डिस्कवर करें कि कहानी क्या है और उसमें हम क्या क्या दर्शकों को किस तरह के जर्नी पर ले जाना चाहते हैं, एंड वी वांट टू really keep the viewer engaged. So I think if you say it all every time we meet, you kind of filter down the magic of it. So that's why I never quite reveal the story, but it's definitely an experience I'm looking forward to for multiple reasons. Mani is my guru, and I mean, Choti Muh Badi Baat, if I even say that he's one of the most amazing and brilliant directors of our country of filmmaking, and I've had the honor, privilege, and joy of working with him right at the beginning of my career, several times through it. And so it's an easy yes to work with that kind of cinematic brilliance. And the character itself, when you see it, you'll know why.
ऐश्वर्या एक छोटा सा सवाल और कि एक अनाउंसमेंट और हुई थी कि आप और अभिषेक गुलाब जामुन नाम की फिल्म में काम करने वाले जिसे अनुराग कश्यप प्रोड्यूस करने वाले थे उस फ्रंट पे क्या हो रहा है कुछ बता सकते हैं आप
अभी यहाँ पर हम
just
बैठे
going to
हैं
say, yes.
हम पहले इसकी बात पूरी करें
रवि जी।
फिर I think one-on-ones we have a couple so we can then get into
हाँ
those
जी।
questions. I think they have also lined up all these questions
Please.
only. तो तभी कह दूँ मैं.
लेकिन रवि जी अगर आपके पास मलेफिसेंट का सवाल हो तो प्लीज पूछिए हैं
हेलो
अले,
ऐश्वर्या
okay,
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप
Hello.
बहुत गॉर्जियस लग रही हैं एज ऑलवेज
Thank you.
और मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि इतने सालों से आप इस इंडस्ट्री में हैं और कभी आपके जहन में खुद से ये नहीं आया कि मुझे डबिंग भी करना चाहिए आई हैव टू एक्सप्लोर दिस क्राफ्ट एज वेल खुद से
क्राफ्ट हम एक्सपीरियंस कर चुके हैं क्योंकि जब से हम फिल्मों में काम कर रहे हैं सारी फिल्में तो सिंक साउंड थी नहीं तो ये अनुभव मुझे बहुत ही पसंद है शुरू से इतना कि अब भी जब भी हम सिंक साउंड करते हैं हम में से कुछ एक्टर्स ऐसे हैं जो आज भी कहते हैं कि शायद एक मौका हम डबिंग में भी ले ही लेते हैं वी ऑलवेज स्पीक एंड डिस्कस दिस विद आवर डायरेक्टर्स बिकॉज आई लव दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी एज एन एक्टर and I love the experience of it because there's so much you can do. There's so much. It's such a wonderful part of filmmaking that I feel it's essential. Maybe not in entirety because sometimes there are certain moments, the quality of your voice and in sync sound, as in real time is so amazing. Then it can get sometimes frustrating for the actors to try and capture that very same, actual same kind of landing when you're dubbing. But having said that, I'm one of those actors who always discusses with the director the opportunity to retain dubbing time. Whenever you're kind of taking down the schedule, we say, wo zara mauka bhi rakh lijiye, kyunki I think it's wonderful. So I've got the experience of it for ourselves in advertising, in movies, for many years. So it's always been wonderful. लेकिन हाँ ये पहली बार ये रहा है कि you're doing it not to your own, to a character essayed by you. Now, did I think about that earlier? No, actually, because you've just been so busy in your own vocation that it didn't even strike you. I mean, why would you suddenly be thinking, should I go and do this one or that one? But I think animation and now today with these opportunities where you have such magnificent characters and you get the opportunity through this to have these movies reach far and wide within your population and within your viewing audience. एंड अब जबकि फिल्में भी हर देश के हर कोने कोने तक अभी पहुंच रहे हैं the theatrical experience of it. I think when that happens, to have the opportunity, because we have as actors and as film people, we have today it's almost like a personal experience with our audience. You feel such a connect with our viewers ki it's an us. Everything is an us experience about cinema, about film, about the viewership, the distribution, the opportunity to view it far and wide. So the more we talk about that, the more we feel that we engage in these discussions. I think then when such experience crop up, we've started exploring them. And like I said, it's been a first and it's been fun. So let's see what lies ahead.
एक और सवाल था मेरा आपसे कि अगर आपकी कोई ऐसी फिल्म जो आपकी खुद की बहुत ही ज़्यादा पसंदीदा फिल्म है आपकी खुद की और आप कभी डबिंग का मौका मिले किसी और आर्टिस्ट को तो वो आर्टिस्ट कौन होगा आपका पसंदीदा कोई आर्टिस्ट जो आप चाहती हैं कि आपकी आवाज़ दे आपको डबिंग हो
तो सोचा ही नहीं है. There, see, you got me on a question where I haven't even thought of that possibility. Like I said, कि ये मैंने सिर्फ तभी शायद सोचा हो जब मैंने at least I have right from the start of my career worked in languages, in other regional languages of India. So when that has happened, yes, then the director is the best person to decide who will dub and do justice mutually for the performance and for the delivery of a character to the viewer and to tell his story. तो वो अनुभव मुझे from my first film रहा है because I did Iruvar where I played 2 characters and even thereafter or even in Jeans and whatever, in all my Tamil movies, in the one Bengali film, because Choker Bali also, I remember Rituda telling me that the Bengali is like almost as Sanskritized Bengali. So it is of a of such a different level of purity that needs that particular diction. In fact, he got a couple of his Bengali actors also dubbed. So that's a director's call, but that's all I've experienced so far. So I don't know. I've never thought of when I'm acting if somebody else should do my part. But if it has to be put in another language, I'm sure ye to kiya gaya hai. Because when you go on flights, I think a lot of your movies are suddenly dubbed in other languages, na? So they get people to do what they need to do. So yeah, I've never thought about this.
Hi Aishwarya, this is Sakshi from
Sorry,
E24.
yes.
Hi Sakshi.
My question to you is, आप अंजलिना जोली से काफ़ी ओकेजन्स पर मिली हैं, तो ऐसी कोई कॉन्वर्सेशन है आपके और उनके बीच में जो आपको आज तक याद हो? और मेरा दूसरा सवाल ये है कि आपने जैसे बताया कि आराध्या का रिएक्शन काफ़ी स्वीट था जब उनको पता चला कि आप ये कर रही हैं, लेकिन जब उन्होंने ट्रेलर देखा और आपका एकदम ईवल लुक देखा तब उनका क्या रिएक्शन था?
एक तो ट्रेलर में तो फिल्म में तो मैं हूँ नहीं. So, you know, I know in this you can't tell. I mean, I don't think the beauty of the way they have created this is it doesn't tell. It's for you to go and discover what the character is. You know, she just says, मैं ऐसा होने नहीं दूँगी. Beyond that, my representation of Maleficent doesn't really tell you what you're going to go and discover on the film. So at this point, I think it's just mesmerizing and engaging and piques your curiosity. So like I keep smiling and saying, mission accomplished. And I think that's all you're seeing at this point. And I have obviously made it very clear to her that we're going to be going and watching the movie for what it is. And that's going to be fun for us to view as a family, you know, as mother and daughter. But when it comes to what was the first part of your question?
Meeting
I've met
Angelina.
Jolie.
So
One
I
conversation-
actually missed meeting her when she, I think, was in South Africa when I had received the Best Actress Award for Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. I think she and Shah Rukh were on stage, and I had missed meeting her there because she had attended the award function, and they had felicitated me then. And then we just fleetingly met in Cannes, but fleeting. I mean, we not had some long drawn conversation or anything when they had come for Kung Fu Panda. So no long drawn conversations to talk about here whatsoever. So let's see. We met here, actor and voice in Hindi. So let's see what lies ahead.
Bikram, hi, at your center.
Straight down.
Here.
Thanks.
Hi. This is Ankita from Republic TV. First of all, I am a Disney fan. Be it Lion King, be it Maleficent, or be it Aladdin, which you were talking about. Now, my question to you is, since the past couple of years, Disney has been getting talent on board for localization, be it SRK and Aryan for The Lion King. Right. My question to you is, how is Disney looking at building more market?
Building more market.
Yes. Basically increasing the reach to the audience. Like Tamil, Telugu, you have been getting on people to, like, you have got Aishwarya for Maleficent and then SRK and Aryan for The Lion King. So how are you looking forward to it that, you know, improving the market or increasing the market rather?
So as I was saying, you know, शुरुआत होती है, आप पिक्चर देखते हो डिज्नी फिल्म्स, और हम 3-4 साल से ये बात कर रहे हैं कि ये मूवीज़ यार बहुत अच्छी हैं, पर ज़्यादा लोग क्यों नहीं देख सकते इनको. तो वहाँ से ये शुरुआत हुई. उसके बाद हमने कहा कि ठीक है, इसको क्या करना पड़ेगा कि बहुत सारे लोग जो देख सकते हैं वो इन्जॉय करें. उसका एक बहुत बड़ा जो एस्पेक्ट था वो था ये लोकलाइजेशन करना, विच इज़ जो मैंने आपको बताया प्रोडक्ट, विच इज़ द म्यूज़िक, विच इज़ द एक्टर, विच इज़ द लैंग्वेज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली. जब कोई कॉम्प्रीहेंड ही नहीं कर सकता है मूवी तो वो देखेगा कैसे. तो उसके बाद हमें ये हमेशा पता था कि एज यू राइटली सेड दैट यूर अ बिग डिज्नी फैन, द की एलिमेंट्स ऑफ डिज्नी, whether it is the fact that whole family can enjoy together, that's always something that you can rely on Disney to give. The fact that it will always be a positive movie. The fact that it will always leave you uplifted. बार बार ये एक मूवी के बाद दूसरी मूवी के बाद तीसरी मूवी के बाद राइट फ्रॉम वॉल्ट डिज्नी टाइम करना इज नॉट एन ईजी टास्क, विच वॉज ऑलवेज देयर एज एन एलिमेंट. द विजुअल स्पेक्टिकल यू कैन ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम डिज्नी. So to increase this reach that you're talking about, what we had to do was to increase relevance. That was the important point, to meet consumers at the points which are relevant to them. वो relevance increase करने के लिए product में जो भी changes required है, while keeping the celluloid the same because the movie is the same. But how do you increase everything else? So one of the biggest things that we did is to increase awareness to begin with. कि this movie is coming and people should be aware of it. A big way of doing that is when you have, professionals, great actors who fit the bill, like Aishwarya coming on board, and suddenly the cut-through of trailer is many-fold. If you read our social media comments, people are saying, now I'm going to watch this film in Hindi. That is task complexed for us.
Aishwarya ma'am,
I'm so sorry. I'm really terrible. I feel terrible to do this, but this is all the
Rohini,
time
one
we
question.
have.
Aishwarya,
I'm so sorry. So what we're going to do is we're doing, we'll do one. Yeah, one.
Aishwarya ma'am, here on your right.
Hello.
This is good evening, Aishwarya
At the
ma'am.
back
This is
there.
Simran Singh here
Simran.
from First Post. First of all, it's good to hear Angelina's voice with your voice.
Thank you.
So my question to you is, if Maleficent is adapted into a Bollywood film, whom do you want in the opposite? Who can fill up the shoes of Michelle and Ellie?
I'm not the filmmaker, I'll be the actor.
Yeah,
I think
are
you
that.
already have a couple of ideas. You're already on the edge of the seat asking the question, matlab इन्होंने तो already सोच लिया है, for sure. You obviously do.
That's all the time we have. I am so
Last-
sorry, guys.
last
I
question.
think I'll be chatting with you soon. Simran, I'll be talking to you.
You know, I really know you want to. What do we do? Yeah? No? Sorry.
Yeah,
We have
yeah, sure.
Oh, well.
Hi, Aishwarya,
Hi.
this is Vikas from News Nation channel.
Hi, Vikas.
मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, 2 सवाल हैं मेरे. एक, डबिंग करते वक्त कैसा अनुभव रहा? कोई ऐसा अनुभव जो इमोशनली आपको टच कर गया हो? और दूसरा कि 18 तारीख को, एक हफ्ते पहले आप दिवाली पर इतना ज़बरदस्त तोहफा अपने फ्रेंड्स को दे रही हैं, तो इस बार दिवाली कैसे सेलिब्रेट करने वाली हैं आप?
दोनों थीसिस हैं यहाँ पर.
पहला सवाल तो
So I
आपने
think
काफी जवाब
मेरा
दे
अनुभव
दिए.
कैसा रहा है, I think I've already answered that a couple of times. So if you don't mind, I don't think I'll take their time and repeat myself. और दिवाली का जो प्लानिंग है, प्लानिंग इनका रहा है, तोहफा ये ले आ रहे हैं और खुशी खुशी I have been part of it. So it definitely brought a smile to my face that the response has been so warm and so wonderful from our well-wishers all over. And obviously, Maleficent has been a character that people have enjoyed watching the first time over. And I think the play of words, the play of the trailer, the promo, which has piqued the curiosity, the play of words in the title where people don't know what kind of a journey they're in for, I think that always makes for interesting viewing. Like I said, they wonderfully made Maleficent so dear to the heart of the viewers the first time round. जबकि उससे पहले people did not even know कि in the first part, Maleficent turned out to be the godmother, and she's the one who turned out to be the embodiment of true love. So I think it's wonderful when a viewer does not know what they're in for in the journey hereforth. And that's something for you to look forward to. And definitely the imagery has been glorious. I think what the theatrical experience is going to be huge and fun.
On that note, I'm going to request our friends from media to save your questions for a personal one-on-one if you do have time. But of course, thank you so much. Please spread the word. It's a film I absolutely love. And let me just wrap this afternoon by saying, you know, in the 90s when you wore a crown and made us proud, okay, and today you're wearing another sort of crown, and it's the Maleficent crown. Just want to say we've always loved you, so thank you so much. And thank you for lighting up our Diwali.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank
Thanks.
you. We'll do a couple of photos, and this is probably the first time I'm going to ask for a picture with you. So
Happy Diwali to all of you, and thank you for being here with us. God bless.